There was a young man who woke up every morning and told himself the same lie. Tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. And every night, he went to bed hating himself a little more. He wasn't lazy. He wasn't broken. He was just afraid of the truth. This is his story. His name was Joe, 26 years old, living in a small apartment, working a job he didn't care about. Every day, the same routine. Wake up late, rush to work, come home tired, scroll through his phone, sleep. And every night, before closing his eyes, he'd think the same thought. I'm going to change. I'm going to start working out. I'm going to learn that skill. I'm going to build something. But morning would come and nothing would change. His friends were moving forward, getting promoted, starting businesses, building lives. And Joe, he was stuck. Not because he couldn't move, but because he refused to admit why he wasn't moving. One evening, his younger cousin visited him. She was 17, full of energy. She asked him, "What are you working on these days?" Joe smiled. "Oh, I'm planning to start a YouTube channel. I'm learning video editing." She got excited. "That's amazing. Show me your videos." Joe hesitated. I haven't started yet, but soon." She nodded, still smiling, but her eyes said something else. She didn't believe him. And deep down, Joe didn't believe himself either. That night, he couldn't sleep. He stared at the ceiling, and for the first time in years, he asked himself a question he'd been avoiding. Why do I keep lying? Not to others, to himself. He told himself he was busy, but he wasn't. He told himself he was tired, but he had energy to scroll for hours. He told himself he'd start tomorrow, but tomorrow never came. The truth was painful. He wasn't waiting for the right time. He was waiting to feel ready. And that feeling, it never comes. The next morning, Joe saw something unusual on his way to work. An old man was sitting on the side of the street feeding pigeons. Joe had seen him before, but today, something made him stop. The old man looked up, smiled. "You look troubled, son." Joe didn't know why, but he sat down beside him. "I feel stuck," Joe said. "I want to change, but I don't know how." The old man nodded slowly. "You know what these pigeons do every morning?" Joe looked at them. "They don't wait to feel strong. They don't wait for the perfect wind. They just spread their wings and fly." He paused. "Do you think they're not afraid?" "They are, but they fly anyway." Joe felt something shift inside him. The old man continued, "You're not stuck because you don't know what to do. You're stuck because you keep lying to yourself about why you're not doing it." Joe's chest tightened. "You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow, but you know the truth. You're scared. Scared of failing. Scared of not being good enough. Scared of finding out who you really are when you try." Joe felt exposed. "So what do I do?" The old man smiled. "Stop lying, start doing. Even if it's small, even if it's messy, the truth will set you free. But first, it will break you." Joe went home that evening. He didn't feel motivated. He didn't feel inspired. He felt raw. But for the first time, he felt honest. He opened his laptop. He didn't wait for the perfect idea. He didn't wait to feel ready. He just started. He recorded a simple video. Just him talking. No script, no editing skills, just truth. It was terrible, but he uploaded it anyway. The next day, he did it again, and the next. Some days he didn't want to. Some days he felt like quitting, but he kept going. Not because it was easy, but because he had stopped lying to himself. Weeks passed. His videos were still not perfect, but they were real. And slowly, people started watching. Not because he was the best, but because he was honest. One comment changed everything. "I've been lying to myself for 5 years. Watching you just start, even badly, gave me the courage to try." Joe realized something. He wasn't just building a channel. He was becoming someone he could respect. The biggest lie you tell yourself isn't, "I'll do it tomorrow." It's, "I'm not ready yet." You convince yourself you need more time, more knowledge, more confidence. But the truth? You don't become ready by waiting. You become ready by starting. Every day you delay, you're not protecting yourself. You're stealing from your future. Joe learned this the hard way. The moment he stopped lying, everything changed. Not because life got easier, but because he got real. He stopped pretending he didn't have time. He stopped pretending he didn't know what to do. He stopped pretending tomorrow would be different. And when you stop lying to yourself, something powerful happens. You stop living someone else's life, and you start living your own. Joe still wakes up some mornings feeling afraid, but now he moves anyway, because he knows the truth. The life you want is on the other side of the lies you tell yourself. And the moment you stop lying, that's the moment you start living. So ask yourself tonight, what lie have you been telling yourself? And what happens when you finally stop? If this story touched you, like, share, and subscribe for more stories that help you see the truth and change your life.